Hey, welcome back to another episode of the She's Making an Impact podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Ngom. Today we're doing some on-air coaching with one of our Rockstar Activate students. I'm really pumped about this. So important thing number one, tomorrow, Tuesday, which is September 29th, 2020, I'm going to be doing a live hot seat training that I'm opening up to the public. So if you wanted to jump on with me and ask me anything about help growing your business, all you need to do is send me a DM on Instagram at She's Making an Impact, and I'll get you the link. There's no opt-in or anything like that. Like, I just want this to be a total give. So I blocked off 2 hours of my time, which is not easy to do when you have a child doing virtual school and a baby at home, but I just wanted to be able to show up, serve, and add value. So if you want to jump on that hot seat training and ask me anything to help you grow your business, again, that's September 29th at 2 o'clock. Just send me a DM on Instagram at She's Making an Impact, and I'll make sure to send you the link where you can join us. So add it to your calendar. We'll see you there. Lori, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm so good. So I'm excited to help you and support you in growing your business today. So why don't you just tell us a little bit about you, your business, and how I can support you?
Okay, yeah. So I'm Lori Lincoln here, and I want to help female entrepreneurs develop their leadership skills, right, and build teams and build their business, right? You get so busy and you don't have time to either build your business or do the things that are your genius, right, or what's in your heart. So that's where I've started, just getting started. You know, as you know, I work a full-time job, so juggling those things. And so I just had some questions for you, really actually about my niche, right? I mean, as a professional, I build courses, right? I've been an instructional designer, course developer, content developer for the career that I've been in. And so something happened with my job recently that I was like, oh my gosh, that was just so natural for me. Like, I was presenting to a client and I didn't even realize, but they, kept asking me questions. Well, what about this? What about that? And I just answered them. I didn't even think twice about it. And I got some really great feedback from both the client and then our internal team. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I should be doing this with my business. I mean, I love leadership and I can do that, but then this happened. And so now I'm really confused, I guess. And I'm thinking, okay, which way do I go? Is there a way to do both? And that's where I'm at, honestly. I don't know.
I think, okay, so I totally get it. And this is where a lot of people struggle, is like, I want to teach on this thing, but this is what I'm really good at. And this is what people ask me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually remind me of Dawn. When Dawn came to me, she was like, I really want to teach on mindset for spiritual women. And I was like, what's your day job? And she does funnels and Facebook ads and copy. And I was like, why don't you just do that? And she took off, like completely exploded. So if this is what you're good at, this is what people are asking you for, this is what comes naturally. It's like our zone of genius. A lot of times it just comes so natural to us. We don't even realize how much other people need it. Right.
And
so I want you to think about my business. I'm known for teaching Pinterest, right?
Right.
Does that mean I don't teach on the things that are really important to me, like leadership?
Right. No, you do
faith
that.
in business, mindset. So I do teach on those things because I see them as an essential component for success. Especially within Activate, right? Like, we talk so much about mindset, leadership, and all that stuff, because I know that if you don't have those components, you're not going to see the results that you want. You could have strategy, and still maintain completely stuck because there's like a little shift that needs to happen internally, right? So it's so possible to have the business where you're teaching this thing, right? But you're also able to provide so much support and help for your people when it comes to leadership. Leadership is everything.
It is. It's everywhere, right? In every little thing. And I guess I knew I was good at courses, but I guess that validation just kind of slapped me in the face. And it was someone who gave me feedback who I had clashed with before or thought I had clashed with before. So he totally saw me in a different environment in my zone. And I can't even remember the questions they asked me. I just answered him. It was no big deal. And I was not nervous. I was more excited, right, to share what I had built. And it just, like I said, it just kind of slapped me outside the head. And then I'm thinking, oh gosh, you're going to start over with your freebie, right? And I'm just, and I think, my company name and all that can go in any direction, right? But I was like, do I start over? I guess I just wasn't sure what to do. So
I don't think of it as starting over, because
okay.
you can repurpose so much of what you have.
Okay.
And just know you've done like the hard work. The legwork is doing it the first time.
Okay.
The next time you do it, you're like, oh, I've done this before. This is easy. Like
right.
I've created an opt-in page before. This is easy. I just need to tweak it. So it's this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right. So it's literally just small tweaks and you'll be good to go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Hey, gosh. Wow. That was so, I don't know. It was like, I told Courtney Stitch, I'm like, maybe it's my heart catching up to my brain of accepting that. I don't know. I was just talking with her about it. And I'm like, and I even talked with my husband about, that's what started this whole conversation. And I just was like I kind of knew what I should do, but it was like my heart hadn't caught up, or my head, I don't know which one, but maybe my head hasn't caught up to my heart. But yeah. So, okay. So I guess another question I have is, I've gone through the launch courses, or your launch courses and Activate and those sort of things. And so originally thinking about leadership, those things were not comfortable for me. I was thinking, oh my gosh, do I have the time to do that, right? And remember, I don't have a list, right? So I have a list of one. So, I just was like, wow, is that for me, or is there another way to launch, that would be better for me? So I guess that would be my next question.
Okay. So we need a list, as quickly as we can possibly get one. So what have you been doing in terms of content creation and podcast pitching and everything that we teach within the program to help you build your list?
Yeah. So, really, I've been pulled back and forth. So I have been posting my freebie and opt-in in the various groups that I'm in on the days that I can. And I need to grow that list, right? And I need to make some content, and I need to finish my website. So I feel like I have all these things that are half started, and I guess it's me. It's the balance of work and life, and making a priority, I guess, kind of like what you said. Yeah.
So I want just to coach on your language a little bit. You get to do these things,
right? Okay.
It's a privilege that you get to do, and you get to be a finisher and starting something and seeing it through to completion.
Okay.
So I want you to pick the one thing that you're going to be focused on for the week and follow it through to completion. I know it's not easy when you're working full time, and we have one of our Activate students. She's going to come on and do a training, because this is like her niche is helping people that work 9-to-5 jobs are building a business at the same time. So we're going to have a training available for you on that. Okay. But I get it, because I'm doing virtual school with a kid. Yeah. I have a baby. Yeah. I was up this morning at 4:30 to 6:30 is when I got like the majority of my work done. So the only thing I have is this for the rest of the day. And then I could just be on and be present with the kids. And so you just have to be so intentional with your time. Okay. So it might be waking up at 4:30 and working until 6:30, or it might be after work you're doing something, but it's doable. It's so doable if you're intentional with your time and you say, this is my main focus for the next 90 days. This is my main focus for the next month. This is what I need to work on this week. And today, this is the one thing I'm absolutely committed to completing no matter what, being a finishing what you start. Okay. And I have seen everybody using the, I don't remember the name, but the planner, right, for the day. So definitely that I need to do that for sure. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So you get to, and I'm going to put you on a stretch that every single day this week, you're going to use that tracker, and you're going to post it and tag me in the Facebook group. Okay. I can do that. Have you seen the girls, how much more productive, how much more they're getting done with that little tracker? Holy schlubbles.
Yeah, that's
Like
crazy.
you get to have a breakthrough with your time management with that.
Right. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Definitely need that. So I will work on that and use the planner and be intentional so that I can finish something, right? So probably the first thing, and tell me if I'm on the right track, I should finish or, kind of update my opt-in or my freebie.
Yep. I would have a new freebie. It doesn't have to
Okay.
be new, but like update it, change it so it's really reflective of your new niche.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
reverse engineer it, figure out what's the course we're going to create. How are we going to support people? So you
Right.
can create a course. Maybe you offer a private coaching package, anything that you want to do. Just figure out what's your income goal for the next 90 days. And
Okay.
then reverse engineer it from there. So if we want to make $10,000 in the next 90 days, you have a choice. You can sell 5 coaching packages at $2,000 each, or you can sell 10 courses at $997 each. So it's kind of like you choose what path sounds best to you, what sounds good,
Okay.
and then figure out, okay, this is what I'm going to launch. I'm going to launch with a webinar. This is what I'm going to do for the next month or two to lead up into that launch. Looking at how you can build your list to the maximum. Whose podcast can you get on? Whose Facebook group can you get in? How can you get visible?
Okay. All right. And the webinar, I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but I think this is where I kind of got hung up before. The webinar, is it just a portion of kind of your, like, I would talk about what's coming up in the course or give them a little bit, or like, what's the webinar? What do you do in that webinar, right? Without giving away the.
Have you gone through our webinar training? That's
No.
in Activate. Okay,
Oh,
so
the
that's
webinar
what
training and Activate. I thought I had, but maybe not. It might not have sunk in.
do it again because I really
Okay.
break down like step by step by step
Okay.
what you need to do. And then I walk you through my webinar and then I
Okay.
show you like why I do certain things in that webinar and how you have to
Okay.
have it in place. So there's definitely like think about what you're going to teach within the course. So if it's like you're going to have a 4-step framework that you're going to teach, then
Mm-hmm.
you would just break down that framework on the webinar and teach little pieces of it.
Okay. Okay. No, that helps a lot. Okay.
And so you're teaching and supporting for 45, 50 minutes and then selling for 10.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you don't even need to think about that.
Right. Right.
Like
Okay.
I'm doing a webinar next month on the 28th.
Okay.
So in about a month. I'm not thinking about what's in that webinar yet. Like I know the title, I know the bullet points of it, but I'm thinking, all right, first thing I need to do, create an opt-in for that
Mm-hmm.
webinar. So we need to have the opt-in page for it. Because that way we can start collecting emails for it. I need to
Right.
write emails getting people to register for the webinar. I need to
Okay.
make sure we have a thank you page for the webinar too. Then we need to worry about having the nurture sequence. So the emails
Mm-hmm.
that people get once they sign up for that webinar.
Okay.
Then I
Yep.
look at the webinar content because I'm
Right.
like, okay, now I have to actually get this webinar like done and get it to completion. But I need to make sure the other things are in place first
Okay.
before I even look at the webinar. Because you don't want to be having an epic webinar, but none of the other things are in place and you have no
Right.
people show up.
Right. Exactly. Okay. 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 Yeah. And I think, just as I've thought about a webinar, since we've been talking, I think I will feel a little bit differently with a different topic. Not that I couldn't do the other one, but it probably will be a lot easier with this topic of course building. So,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I think my big struggle is, planning and being intentional and, showing up for myself. Like you talked about that on a meeting. I don't know, maybe it was the meeting before last, but why is that so hard? What am I doing? Not placing enough importance on what I need. I don't know what my hang up is there, I guess.
Why aren't you showing up with the urgency that you need to for your business for it to succeed?
Yeah.
I'm asking.
I don't know. I get the only thing I can think is I'm scared. I don't feel like I don't know what I'm doing, with the emails and that sort of thing. So, um, yeah, I get hung up in whatever I'm afraid of and get stuck there.
So that's going to continue to limit you and limit your growth. What you need to focus on is, who do I get to serve? How do I
Okay.
help them transform and share this with them? And that needs to be your urgency of, I need to share this with these people to help them with this transformation. There's always going to be something in your business that feels overwhelming or that you can't figure out. That's going to keep you stuck.
Right.
You can't focus on the little details. You need to think big picture.
Okay.
Big picture, this is who I'm helping. This is how I'm helping them. I want to help them get a transformation. So I need to show up as my best self every single day.
Okay.
The details about the email can wait. Like, it's fine. Or you can outsource it if it's stressing you out.
Right. Okay. Okay. I can do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I have the resources. I don't know. I just talk myself out of it. So I will work on that and be intentional this week with that form. I think that will help me a lot, just to start, just to do it. So, yeah.
I want you to spend some more time just journaling out too.
Okay.
Of what's really holding me back. So right now, it like, to me, it feels like you're telling yourself a story of the email is overwhelming, or it's too hard, or I can't figure it out. But what's underneath that?
Okay. Probably fear of failure.
And what about the fear of failure?
I think I don't want to look bad or make a mistake or, that kind of thing. Yeah.
What do you ultimately want in your business?
I really want something that, obviously I can help people. I love to help people. And you're right. I think my focus has not been on that. It's been on me versus them. So things are turning. And then, so what I ultimately want is, to be able to help people, but through courses, through, job aids, or, some of those things that will really help make an impact in their business. But then maybe it's not the big course, or maybe it's in addition to the big course, right? And to have that passive income. Yeah.
So to have passive income for yourself.
Yeah.
What will that do for your life?
So I want to spend half, when we retire, I want to spend half my time on the beach and, just doing whatever it is we want to do, right? We're in Colorado. Not that Colorado is not beautiful. It is. But we really just have found it really a lot of enjoyment and just kind of that slow down pace on the beach. And we just want to experience that for a little while.
How will that feel?
Amazing. Yeah, I think just to relax and slow down and not worry about those things, crazy busy life. Yeah. Do the things we want to do.
Yeah. Focus on that vision that you have for your life and serving other people.
Okay.
And there's always going to be someone that has something to say about your business, that doubts you, that doesn't support you, but they don't pay your bills.
Right. Okay. Right.
So we can't worry about what they think.
Okay.
And you just have to show up as you. I see so much love and joy and potential in you. And you need to show up as that best version of yourself and stop hiding. Because right now you're hiding.
Yeah, probably. Okay. I think we have a plan.
Yes.
We have a plan.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel like I need to cry. Good tears.
Can I give you a hug? I give you a virtual hug. Just know that you're in Activate for a reason.
Yeah, definitely.
You are here for a reason. And I know that God has big plans for you. So show up as the biggest version of yourself. I want to see you in our Facebook group in Activate after our call. Do a live video in there. Talk to us about the breakthrough that you had on our time together and what you commit to doing for the next week moving forward.
Okay. All right. I can do that.
Awesome.
All righty. Cool. Thank you.
Well, hold on. Where can people connect with you?
Yes. Lori Lincoln Rising on Facebook. If you just put in Lori Lincoln Rising, you'll find my page and website coming soon.
Amazing. Cool. Well, thanks for being on the show, Lori.
Thank you.